This temple is 1,600 years old, and it is still standing. The stone carvings you see on this wall were chiseled by hands that lived before the fall of the Roman Empire, before Islam existed, before Europe entered its dark ages. While the ancient world was crumbling, a small valley in the Himalayas was experiencing its golden age. This is the story of the Licchavi dynasty, the kings who turned the Kathmandu Valley into one of the most sophisticated civilizations on Earth, and almost nobody outside Nepal knows their names. Did you know that Changu Narayan Temple is not just Nepal's oldest temple? It is one of the oldest surviving Hindu temples in the entire world. While the Colosseum in Rome was already centuries old, Licchavi craftsmen were still adding to Changu Narayan's stone carvings. The temple survived 15 major earthquakes. It survived the fall of empires. And it is still standing today, right outside Bhaktapur, open to visitors. You can touch those same stones. Around the 4th century AD, a new dynasty rose in the Kathmandu Valley. They came from the North Indian Plains, a people called the Licchavis, carrying Sanskrit scholarship, Hindu philosophy, and an extraordinary gift for governance. Their first great king was Manadeva I. Around 464 AD, he commissioned a stone inscription, not a proclamation of war, not a list of conquests, a detailed poetic account of his dynasty's history and his vision for his kingdom. That inscription still exists. You can read it today at Changu Narayan Temple. Carved into stone 1,560 years ago. It is one of the oldest surviving written records in all of South Asia. While other ancient kingdoms left behind only ruins and legends, the Licchavi kings left behind their actual words. On stone that has survived 15 centuries of earthquakes, monsoons, and the turning of ages. Did you know that King Manadeva's stone inscription at Changu Narayan is the oldest dated inscription ever found in Nepal? It was written in 464 AD, over 1,560 years ago. Historians consider it one of the most important historical documents in all of South Asia. And here is the extraordinary part. It was not discovered by archaeologists in a museum. It was found still standing in its original location, right where Manadeva placed it. Under the Licchavi kings, the Kathmandu Valley became something the ancient world had never quite seen. A place where two great civilizations met and created something entirely new. From the south came India, the Gupta Empire, sending scholars and craftsmen northward. From the north came Tibet and China, the Tang Dynasty, dispatching diplomats southward along the Silk Road. And right in the middle, this valley, perfectly positioned to absorb the best of both worlds. The Vishnu image at Changu Narayan has been described by art historians as a masterpiece of world sculpture. Not South Asian sculpture, world sculpture. And it was made here, in Nepal, 1,600 years ago. Did you know that during the Licchavi period, Nepal sent its own ambassador to the Tang Dynasty of China, one of the most powerful empires in history? A Nepali diplomat named Narendra Deva traveled to the Chinese imperial court and negotiated trade agreements. China sent its own ambassador back to Kathmandu, a tiny mountain valley surrounded by the highest peaks on Earth, conducting international diplomacy with the greatest superpower of the ancient world. Nepal was never isolated. Nepal was the center. The Licchavi kings were Hindu, They worshipped Vishnu and Shiva, and yet they also protected Buddhism with equal devotion. Buddhist monasteries flourished alongside Hindu temples. The same craftsmen who carved Vishnu also carved the Buddha. This was not tolerance born of weakness. It was a conscious philosophical choice, a belief that different paths to the divine could coexist, even enrich each other. That choice, made 1600 years ago, is why Nepal today is the only country simultaneously the birthplace of the Buddha and the home of living Hindu goddesses. This is our uniqueness. Nobody else has this. Did you know that the Licchavi kings invented a legal system that protected both Hindu and Buddhist communities equally? Over 1,000 years before religious tolerance became a political idea in Europe, their legal code specified exactly how temples of both faiths were to be maintained, funded, and protected. Religious harmony in Nepal is not a modern value. It is a 1,600-year-old government policy. No golden age lasts forever. By the 7th and 8th centuries, the dynasty weakened. Around 879 AD, the Licchavi era ended, not with conquest or catastrophe, but slowly, like light, leaving a room at the end of a long day. But everything that came after, every palace, every temple, every stone carving in the UNESCO World Heritage Squares of Bhaktapur, Patan, and Kathmandu was built on the foundation the Licchavis laid. They did not just rule Nepal, they defined what Nepal is. Did you know that the UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Kathmandu Valley, Pashupatinath, Swayambhunath, Changu Narayan, Buddhanath, and the 3 Durbar squares are all either built on Licchavi foundations or directly inspired by Licchavi architectural tradition? 7 of the world's most extraordinary sacred sites, all in one valley, all rooted in the same 1,600-year-old civilization. When tourists from 190 countries come to Nepal to see these wonders, they are standing on Licchavi ground. The next time someone you love lights a lamp at Pashupatinath, know this. The stone beneath their feet was first consecrated by a Licchavi king 1,600 years ago. You are not a new people. You are not a small people. You are the inheritors of one of the most quietly extraordinary civilizations in all of human history. Be proud. You are Nepali. Subscribe for a new chapter every Thursday. Next week, the mystery of Swayambhunath. Who built it? And why do its eyes watch over the valley to this day?